Unleash SARRISMO. Juventus are now gonna start to pull these results, these multiple goal victories that they should be getting and are accustomed to getting in Serie A. We're talking about 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. You get it, the 4-1 range, the 4-0, and then you'll still pick up the occasional 1-0 win, but it's been happening too much early on in Serie A, and Juventus are really resilient and compact and really win with grit through those tight results, those 2-1 wins, and now you're seeing the scoreboard. You're seeing more threes instead of twos, with really sloppy play offensively. It's because Cristiano Ronaldo, Dybala, and Higuain all started up front for the first time this season. They did so with the legendary goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon, who's going to win the Champions League this year for Juventus with Cristiano Ronaldo. These three guys up front are now going to be scoring goals and starting to unleash the attacking side of Mauricio Sarri and utilizing those triangles and wing play on the outside more efficiently. And in this way, Juventus are still staying organized or whatnot, but we see more quicker ball movement through both ways, horizontally and vertical, getting out to the wings, stretching out the attack. Any one of these two guys come in for Ronaldo. Ronaldo involves guys so well. Higuain links people up really well in the center. And Paulo Dybala here. Paulo Dybala's had some crossing ability this year, so you can imagine what Mauricio Sarri has with that. And then quick wing play out here with Cuadrado or Blas Matuidi. You see, this is what SARRISMO is going to be all about. Quicker ball movements, and under SARRISMO, Juventus are not going to lose organization. They're going to remain balanced. But in Gematria, the Cabal Code, it is the Champions League this year. It is the Champions League final that's going to be played over at Istanbul, Turkey. I talked about its significance already. That last time we had Turkey in the as the Champions League final site, Liverpool won the Champions League, and Liverpool coming off of the Champions League title this year. AC Milan lost that final. Who loses Champions League finals most of the time? It's Juventus. And so imagine under these circumstances, the Heysel disaster, where the Liverpool fans hit against Juventus barrier, and the Juventus fans died, and that was in 1985, and before that Champions League final. But the Champions League final is going to be played over at Istanbul, Turkey on May the 30th. Juventus are going to be winning the final. The classic slogan of Juventus, Forza Juventus, has the same simple A through Z, 1 through 26 in Pythagorean gematria values as the phrase Istanbul, Turkey. So we're talking about the site of the Champions League final, and go Juventus, Forza Juventus. That signals what the script is going to be. And then the Tripleta di Buffon, this is the treble. Tripleta di Buffon, this is the treble, the Scudetto, the Coppa, and then the Champions League. All three trophies they're going to win with Buffon, just like Inter Milan did the last time an Italian team won the Champions League and won the treble. Juventus are going to do so under the same circumstances. And Juventus dominance in Champions League and the money coming in from the new stadium, which really helped facilitate this great era. But what was missing was the possession of either Ronaldo or Messi, and Juventus did so. So that's what it's all about. This is what Istanbul, Turkey is all about for Juventus this year in the Kabbalah Code. And finally, Mauricio Sarri is going to unleash his arsenal. Ronaldo, Higuain, and Dybala. Is and in Pythagorean gematria, the phrase Ronaldo, Higuain, and Dybala equal 198. The trio up front that's going to bring Juventus over to Istanbul, Turkey, where Juventus going to win the treble for Buffon for 24 years later from 1996. the last time that Juventus won the Champions League. If you haven't believed that they've won before, I can look up 1996 Champions League final, and I can look up 1985 for you as well. We can do a little preview video of that for the whole package on another video and statistical significances with all their past appearances. In this one, Ajax, they lost to Juventus in penalties. That was 1996. 24 years later, Juventus are going to win the Champions League final 2020. It is Juventus that equals 24. It is Mauricio Sarri, the banker. It is the banker, Mauricio Sarri, who was a banker while he was a player manager in the ranks, doing banking and then playing and coaching football during the night. This is what Mauricio Sarri did before coaching Napoli and Chelsea, and now Juventus. And after winning the Europa, he's going to win the Champions League final this year. He's going to remain undefeated in Europe, Mauricio Sarri. He's going to do so in his classic 4-3-3 attack that really utilizes those triangles on the sides there, widening the pitch there, quick wing play, and falling back to help out with defense. And this is what this counter-attacking defensive approach is going to help for Mauricio Sarri. And we're going to see this classic 4-3-3 Napoli system in a Juventus style to it is really going to help out. And I'm really excited to see how this project is with these three up front in keeping Juventus organizational structure preserved in its knack for defending, and that can never be counted against for Juventus. We had a really great performance against Udinese today. Udinese was not left any room at all. 11-6 on shots on target. Juventus play attack, so they are going to utilize. They're going to allow some shots on goal more than we so did with Massimiliano Allegri and company. But that it is what is happening. I mean, it's before and after 64 Champions League finals. Who's going to finally win the Champions League with Sarri in the 65th season? 64 prior Champions League finals, this tying into Buffon's return. And Turkey has Dimachi of 28 and Mathis. Just to show my main point that I have done the thorough research that Barcelona's not going to win, Liverpool not going to repeat, we're not going to have any surprise team. Juventus are going to win, and Bayern Munich are not going to win this year. Hey, they're not going to win. Hey, I get it, they wear red, Turkey wear red, but now they're not going to be Bayern Munich this year. It's going to be Juventus.